Now let's shift our attention to Taiwan. On Monday, a new president will be inaugurated there. The Chinese are breathing down their neck with fighter jets and warships. Amid this tension, a brawl broke out inside Taiwan's parliament. Lawmakers from both sides traded blows. The scenes are quite dramatic and shameful. So what triggered this fight? Parliamentary reform. The opposition is pushing a set of contentious new rules. They will empower the parliament to scrutinize the government more closely. The government obviously does not like the idea. And this clash highlights the challenges for Lai Ching-te, the president-elect, the man who will take over on Monday. He will have to deal with a fragmented parliament on an island where lawmakers do not hesitate to use their fists to make a point. Here's a report.
Step aside WrestleMania. These Taiwanese politicians are ready to outdo the pros. They push, shove, and tackle. Some can even leap across the table and pull their colleagues to the floor. When that's not enough, they can always rely on their fists. Looks like this lawmaker came ready for a rumble. She's wearing a helmet and gloves and carrying a camera to record every hit. There was plenty for her to capture this morning, when Taiwan's lawmakers stuck to some old traditions and turned the parliament into a boxing ring. Taiwan has a long history of such brawls. Previous fights have featured water balloons, chairs and banners, even the organs of pigs. So what were the lawmakers fighting about this time? A controversial proposal. The opposition wants Parliament to have greater authority, including the ability to criminalize officials who they believe make false statements in Parliament. In usual circumstances, the lawmakers would discuss, debate, and argue. But in Taiwan, they are using their hands and legs to make themselves heard.
We also have to tell the people why we oppose them, and we need to discuss them as well. We can't let the country have just one voice and let do whatever they want.
Even before he takes oath, this fight has reached the doorstep of Lai Ching-te, the man who will be sworn in as Taiwan's next president on Monday. He has a challenge on his hands. His Democratic Progressive Party is against the proposal, but they don't have a majority in parliament to block it. Opposition lawmakers from the Kuomintang have issued an ultimatum.
If the DPP continues to try and block the voting process, I believe this will happen again and again. So we call on President Lai Ching-te to tell the DPP caucus not to use violence at every turn.
When Lai Ching-te takes the reins next week, he'll need to figure out how to transform the parliament from a battlefield into a place of debate. But with their history, he might need a referee rather than a gavel.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison LaGrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.